very much. Oh, you were so kind.
I'd like to say thank you so much for organizing this beautiful event, International Women's Day. So I'd like to say Happy International Women's Day to the beautiful persons attended here. Okay, so it's my honor to stand before you today on the special occasion of International Women's Day. So as I see around, I can see a beautiful, very strong personalities with with the power to create a change. So today I'm going to share my vision very which is very close to my heart and rooted in my own journey. So let me directly jump into my introduction first. Okay, my name is Sridhar Singh Thakuri, a former national football player of Nepal. And so I was born in the very rural part of Nepal, Kalikot. I think everyone heard about the district Kalikot. This is also a district of Karnali province, which is very backed and which is underdeveloped regions of Nepal. So I was born into the world where women were often seen as less valuable than boys. So my early life was filled with a lot of struggles. Before I found an opportunity, my world was limited. I attended government schools in my own village but unfortunately, education was not priority for girls. Now I'm a football player, but before that, when I was in the village, so my, I never attended I never see a football matches before, and I have never imagined that girls could play football, and I have never participated in dance program or other extracurricular activities outside my homes. My days were spent in working, cutting wood in the jungle, and collecting grass for livestock, and walking an hour through the mountain and hill just to reach the school. And that was my reality.
We should not miss is obviously our volunteers, and the other one is the local pharmacist, and there is a group of registered nurses and doctors who all are Nepali ethnic, from Nepali background, so they all were there just to do the health checks, and we are very thankful about that. Yeah, and then this one is the other one which was funded by NHS England. This was to raise awareness about the bowel cancer screening, and this was again done in collaboration with bowel cancer screening team at Royal Surrey NHS Foundation Trust, and then also with our other local partners. And then this one, so the video that you've seen just earlier, it was from this project, which is a COVID-19 spring booster vaccination community outreach event. It was funded by NHS Friendly ICV, and through that project we were able to reach 250 people, 182 people got vaccinated, and then it was collaboration with Friendly ICV, Hampshire Isle of Wight ICV, and Alton Primary Care. And we did 118 blood pressure check as well on those events. And then this one is Nepalese Health Connect vaccination awareness project, which was literally done last year in December. It was like 4 interactive online sessions, 4 interactive face-to-face sessions, where we raise awareness about the COVID-19, RSV, and flu viruses and vaccination. And it was completely led by our health experts, Nepali-speaking GP and pharmacists. And we also we were able to signpost 3 people to vaccination, and then also with the help of community champions and community leaders, we were also able to develop the vaccination awareness video on this project. For Instagram, Facebook, and then also YouTube channel, please follow us and support us. Thank you, and happy International Women's Day.
जान्नुभयो होला अनि आशा छ फेरि पनि अरु आउने दिनहरुमा तपाईहरुले हामीलाई मद्दत गर्नुहुनेछ र अर्को नेक्स्ट स्पिकरलाई बोलाउनु अगाडि चाहिँ अब हाम्रो क्विक अहिले मैले देखिराखेको चाहिँ I'd like to quickly welcome Councillor Julie Hall and Mayor's Rev Chaplain Rev Colin to our International Women's Day celebration.
First of all, I'm so it's an absolutely pleasure for me to stand here in front of all the women leader like Alex Baker, who said, I just came to know that she's the first female MP from Aldershot, and it's very great to be here with so many women leaders here, out here. र आज म नेपालीमा पनि थोरै भन्न गइरहेको छु यहाँ किनभने there are so many senior respected Nepali citizens here who don't understand Nepali, so I'm going to speak both Nepali and English language so that they can understand me very well. र आज यहाँ उपस्थित सम्पूर्ण आमा बाबा जति पनि अग्रज व्यक्तित्वहरू हुनुहुन्छ विभिन्न सेक्टर्सबाट विभिन्न कम्युनिटीबाट विभिन्न सङ्घ संस्थाबाट यहाँ उपस्थित हुनुभएको छ तपाईहरुलाई एकदमै धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिदै आज यहाँ विशेष गरेर वुमेन्सहरु आउनु भएको छ उहाँहरुलाई सम्मान स्वरूप with respect I would like to give a huge round of applause. Can we give all women a big round of applause, please?
प्लिज शनिबार एक दिनको लागि एक घण्टाको लागि मलाई हामीलाई चाहिरहेको छ त्यसको लागि चाहिँ प्लिज सम्पर्क गरिदिनु होला तपाईको छोराहरू अथवा भान्जाहरू को छ हैन आउनु भयो भने हामीलाई एकदमै राम्रो हुने थियो कहिले अहिले चाहिँ म एकजना मात्रै भलन्टियर छ
Thank you.
I could never do a half marathon. I can't even run 1K, but I can sprint. So Monkey Tree, we started in 2019. We started initially with basketball. With basketball, our first session, there was only 10 of us. And as we progressed more and more, it became 20, 25. At one point, it was 35. And it was too much for us to manage. And we had to delegate jobs and stuff. And 2022, I came up with the idea of starting football because the Lioness winning the Euros. So that was a huge shift for women's sports, women football in particular in England. So a little bit about me. I played both football, basketball. I did a little bit taekwondo, but I stopped that now. I played football since I was 4 years old. I played basketball from 11 years old, and yeah, I always wanted to have a career in sports.
It can be sort of a social thing as well for you to just get out of the house, and because it happens on Monday, I think it's a great way to get yourself out and about, get yourself motivated for the rest of the week. So it's sort of socially it's great, and health-wise it's great as well. And compared to other sports, you don't need any fancy equipment, so you just need to bring yourself and a pair of shoes. So.
It is so great to be with you today, and I stand in front of you as the first woman who has ever represented Aldershot and Farnborough in the Houses of Parliament. And I found out today, I actually looked this up, I am actually the 618th woman to be a Member of Parliament in the House of Commons. So we haven't even yet got to 1,000 women ever being MPs. So it is a huge privilege to be your Member of Parliament and to represent you in Westminster. And I'm so grateful for all the support you have given me and continue to give me in the work I do to try and represent you. When I stood for election, I made it clear I was planning to stick up for this community, represent this community, and as part of that, stick up and represent our Nepalese community. Our Nepalese community is a huge part of our community here, a very important part of our community here, and actually, I believe that the way that our Nepalese community has integrated within our community is a great example to us all of how we can live in harmony together. And I want to fly the flag for that, to show people actually we are an example of how people can live in harmony and live together and appreciate people's differences. And so I have set out on a journey working out how I can represent you in Parliament. So the first thing that I have done is I have become the chair of the all-party parliamentary group for Nepal, because the previous Member of Parliament who was the chair of that constituency, a great man, his name was Virendra Sharma. Some of you might know him. He was one of the MPs in Ealing. He obviously stepped down at the last election, so there was nobody who was taking up that position. And so we have got that APPG up and running, and we are now working. So I was with the ambassador, the new ambassador, His Excellency, on Monday at the Nepalese embassy, having lunch with him. And actually, we've got a great agenda. We want to work together to pick up the issues, the things that we need to get right for our Nepalese community in the months and years ahead. Obviously, big key to that is obviously the historic pension issue, and the ambassador and I talked a lot about that, and we are going to. I am going to be lobbying behind the scenes with the ministers to, see what we can do to move on that argument and, get that sorted. But there are obviously a whole load of things we need to support you with. Visa issues. One of the things the ambassador talked to me about was a direct flight to Kathmandu. Actually, the amount of time it takes to travel to Kathmandu. Actually, can we make that a direct flight rather than obviously having to change? So these are some of the practical things that I am picking up as the first woman to do this job. I am trying to make sure that I am focused on the things that will make a difference in your life, basically. So thank you. And I will continue to do that and work with. There's quite a few MPs, obviously, that represent Nepalese communities around the UK, and I'm coordinating with them and making sure that we are working together to be able to achieve, have the best chance of success. There is a lot to do, and one of the things I'm really keen to do is to make sure that I have the ability to listen to everyone within our community. And I know that there are some people within our community, some of our women in the community who don't necessarily have English as their first language, and so it's frustrating for me because I can't necessarily talk directly to some people in the community. And so what I've just done is I've employed a wonderful woman called Pramila, who has joined my team. So she is now she's Nepalese. She's working in Parliament. And supporting my work in Parliament, and also supporting my work in the community. She speaks Nepalese, so actually, if you have an issue and you actually want to talk to me, we can set it up so that we can now coordinate a conversation through Pramila, so that we can make sure we can start getting those issues. I really want to make sure that I have the ability to have those direct conversations with everyone within our Nepalese community, and that's why I have prioritised her role. So she's working one day a week for me, and I hope to be able to introduce you to her at an event very soon. And so I am here as a mother, as a woman from our community. I am focused on the issues, and I also want to raise up the women within our community. We have the most fantastic women in our community. We obviously have our wonderful mayor, who has had the most extraordinary year over the last 12 months and has been a real tour de force and shown us how to do it. And I slightly fear for Callum, who has obviously got to step into her shoes in the year ahead. But we've got some fantastic female leaders within our community, and so what I want to do is to support them to play their biggest role. I have always said to you as a Nepalese community that I will do my best to represent you, but the best people to represent you are actually you. And so we have got to make sure that we get more representation within our community, you know, at all levels, you know, and hopefully, you know, wouldn't it be amazing one day to have a Nepalese member of parliament in parliament? That is what we should be aiming for, you know. So if you are, you know, but to go on that journey, and I know it's a big and scary thing to step out and say, you know, I want to be part of this, and that was a big and scary thing for me to do. You know, I have not spent my whole life wanting to be an MP. I just felt like I wanted to stick up for my community, so I decided to be brave and step forward. And it does take, you know, being brave to go on this journey. But if you feel like you have a heart for this, if this is something you feel that you could do and make a difference, I do encourage you to come and talk to us. There's a lot of us in our community that have gone on this journey, you know, and it doesn't matter what party you're standing for. You can look at all the options, you know, but actually, you know, having representation is, you know, the way we actually make change. So, you know, please do come and talk to me if that is something you would like to think about one day. But all that remains for me to say is happy International Women's Day to all my sisters in this room, and may we venture and make sure that we are making sure our community is the best version of ourselves, for ourselves and for our children. Thank you very much.
MP Alex Baker for such an inspiring speech. I'll try to summarize some of it for our Nepali speaking Mama Chamaru, Uncle and Aunt. म के अरे हाम्रो MP एलेक्स बेकर जीले भन्नुभएको कुराहरू कतिजना हजुरले बुझ्नु भएन होला, त्यो चाहिँ मैले छोटकरीमा तपाईहरुलाई सुनाउँछु है। तपाईले चिन्नु भएको चाहिँ हाम्रो MP लाई कतिजनाले चिन्नु भएको थिएन, तर धेरैले चिन्नु भयो। I can see show of hands who knew her, but there are a few who didn't. So it is a really good opportunity for them to hear what she has just said. त उहाँ चाहिँ अरू सबै बस्नुहुन्छ हैन, अनि के अरे उहाँले आज हेर्नु भएको रे युकेमा समेत हाउस अफ कमन अहिले त्यो पार्लियामेन्टमा एमपी भएर बस्नेमा चाहिँ महिलाहरू मध्येमा उहाँ चाहिँ 618 नम्बरको मात्रै रे। यत्रो वर्ष भइसक्यो हैन, तर उहाँ चाहिँ 618 618 फिमेल एमपी भनेपछि हामीले त कति धेरै गर्न बाँकी छ अरे के। अब त्यसमा हाम्रो नेपालीहरू जान त झन् कति छ होला हैन। अनि उहाँले त्यो पनि कुरा गर्नु भएको थियो। अहिले चाहिँ उहाँले अब पार्लियामेन्टमा चाहिँ हाम्रो एमपी हैन, हाम्रो नेपाली कम्युनिटीको लागि पनि भनेर चाहिँ हामीले उहाँले के अरे रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्नुहुन्छ नि त, नेपाली कम्युनिटीको लागि पनि बोल्नुहुन्छ हैन। गर्दाखेरि पछि चाहिँ के अरे हाम्रै नेपाली समुदायबाट पनि एकजना आयो भने कति राम्रो हुन्थ्यो होला भनेर भन्नुभयो।
हे नारी तिमी करुणा र दयाकी खानी तिमी, संसारकै सृष्टिको जनानी तिमी। हे नारी तिमी करुणा र दयाकी खानी तिमी, संसारकै सृष्टिको जनानी तिमी। जसरी सूर्य र चन्द्रमा बिना दिन र रात हुन्न, त्यसरी नै तिमी बिना यो संसारको सृष्टि हुन्न। जसरी सूर्य र चन्द्रमा बिना दिन र रात हुन्न, त्यसरी नै तिमी बिना यो संसारको सृष्टि हुन्न। पुरुषको जीवन सङ्गिनी तिमी, सन्तानको प्रिय माता तिमी, प्रेम र कर्तव्य जीवन दिने अमर कर्मयोगी सहिलो तिमी। ढकमक्क फुलहरू फुलेर सृष्टिलाई सुन्दर बनाउने सौन्दर्यको खानी हो तिमी। कल कल गर्दै बग्ने खोला नाला हो तिमी। विभिन्न अन्न उब्जाएर जीवन बचाउने पूज्य जन्म धरती माता हो तिमी। पूज्य जन्म धरती माता हो तिमी। कविकार र राजनीतिकार अनेक वीर र बुद्धिजीवीहरूको जन्म र कर्मदाता हो तिमी। कविकार राजनीतिकार अनेक वीर र बुद्धिजीवीहरूको जन्म र कर्मदाता हो तिमी। संसारलाई आफ्नो सन्तान झै माया गर्ने मदर टेरेसा हो तिमी। संसारलाई नेपाल भनी चिनाउने भृकुटी र शीतल माता हो तिमी। संसारलाई शान्तिको पाठ सिकाउने बुद्धको जन्मदाता हो तिमी। संसारलाई शान्तिको पाठ सिकाउने बुद्धको जन्मदाता हो तिमी। संसारको अन्याय र अत्याचारलाई प्रेम, करुणा, साहस र प्रेरणाले भेटाई संसारलाई विकासमा हाँक्ने पृथ्वी झै संसारको अन्याय र अत्याचारलाई प्रेम, करुणा, साहस र प्रेरणाले मेटाई संसारलाई विकासमा हाँक्न सक्ने पृथ्वीकै हर्ता कर्ता धर्ता हो तिमी, पृथ्वीकै हर्ता कर्ता धर्ता हो तिमी। हे नारी तिमी करुणा र दयाकी खानी तिमी, संसारकै सृष्टिको जनानी तिमी। जसरी यो सूर्य र चन्द्रमा बिना दिन र रात हुन्न, त्यसरी नै तिमी बिना यो संसारको कुनै सृष्टि हुन्न। तिमी त्यसरी नै तिमी बिना यो संसारको सृष्टि हुन्न। अन्तमा म अहिले यो हामी नारी दिवस चाहिँ सधैँ नै हामी यसरी मनाउँदै आइरहेको थियौँ पहिलादेखि नै। अहिले चाहिँ नेपालबाट हाम्रो छोरीहरू भनौँ होइन, मेरो छोरीहरू सरिना अनि सृजना, हजुरहरूलाई चाहिँ एकदम धेरै धन्यवाद मेरो मनबाट, हामी सबै नेपालीहरूबाट। तपाईँहरूलाई चाहिँ वाउ वेलकम छ। तपाईँहरूको अहिलेको यो भाषण सुन्दाखेरि म बुढी मान्छे पनि जुरुक जुरुक जस्तो साहस आयो, एउटा ऊर्जा आयो। तपाईँहरू यो ऊर्जा सधैँ भइरहोस्। तपाईँहरूको साथमा हामी सबै छौँ। अनि अर्को खुसीको कुरा, हामी जहिले पनि आमाहरूलाई बटुलेर बस्थ्यौँ भने आज हाम्रो दाजुभाइहरूको पनि उल्लेखनीय उपस्थिति भएकोमा एकदम खुसी छु। सधैँ नै यसरी उपस्थित भइदिनु होला भन्दै धन्यवाद बिदा चाहन्छु।